Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. This is Marivic, and the guy with me here is a new friend, Cheester. She is one of my subscribers.
Yes,
right?
I am. Yes,
yeah,
I'm glad to be.
Sir, I will just call you Sir Cheester.
How about Brian? Call me Brian. Brian's my middle name. Everybody here calls me Brian.
Brian?
Yeah, all my friends in the Philippines call me Brian because it's a common name. The accent Chester is like a little off. Chitter, this and that. So Brian is better for me. That's my middle name. Yeah.
Middle name. So Chester
Yes.
Brian.
Butler. Yeah.
Actually, middle name here in Philippines. That's the last name of our mom.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sir Chester, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Chester Butler from Tampa, Florida. I came here in November of 2023, and I retired, turned 62, started getting my Social Security. I celebrate my birthday here on November 16th, a week after I arrived, and I love every second of it.
Oh, Sir Chester, you're from USA and Florida.
Yeah.
So the weather there is like Philippines?
Yeah, but the humidity, everybody that's been around Florida know the humidity is much higher. And here it's a lot less humidity. So I don't sweat as much when I'm walking around outside.
Oh.
I tell you what, in the climate and the ozone is definitely a lot better than Florida.
Philippines.
Yeah, Philippines is just great. Similar to the Florida weather, but much more comfortable. Much more.
I take that as a compliment.
Yes, it is.
Wow, thank you. And then Sir Chester, right? No, sorry, it's
okay.
So Brian.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's okay. Cool. It's all right. We start.
All right.
Good. I appreciate that. You can relate.
Brian or Chester?
Either one. You can call me either one. Wherever you're comfortable with.
Okay, because I always say Chester.
No, it's good. It's good.
All right. Okay, so Brian. All right, Brian, can you tell us what makes you come here in the Philippines? What's the reason?
Well, I've been watching YouTube about the Philippines for the last 8 years. I watched Paul Old Dog. I watched May when she got started. I watched, especially Paul, because he was an older guy like me. And I came prepared when I first came before I got here, especially because I wanted to get my SRRV, and I got it last week, which was great. So I've been watching and trying to get a feel of everything. But, I tell you what, there's nothing like boots on the ground being here because it's completely different than what you see on a video. It's actually 100% better. It's really life-changing. I'm glad I made the choice coming here. I'm the happiest camper there is. I was going to travel, when I retired, I was going to travel all over across the United States, get an RV and go here. My sister wanted to do that, but I said, no, I've been planning this. I want to come here so I could just, mark it off my list. But now since I've been here, I doubt I'll be going back anytime soon.
So basically, your reason is you were watching videos from the vloggers here and you're being inspired to that video.
Yes, definitely inspired. All the videos, I got probably about 20 subscribers, including you, but you went around 8 years ago. But it was interesting to compare being here and being in America. The difference, but it's a lot better once I got here. Okay. Well, number one, things in America has got really expensive to try to live off of Social Security. My Social Security is a pretty good bit, but I think more I'm attracted coming here is because of cost. My dollar is worth a lot more here than it is in America. The cost of living, and some of the guys don't hesitate to come because they got health issues, like they take prescription drugs and things like that, and they're afraid, if they get here and they may not be able to get the assistance, because the healthcare in America is really good if you can afford it. But one thing I tried to prepare before I came, which I prepared for like 7 years before I got here, is to get myself in good shape so I could stay longer here to enjoy the beauty.
Cool. So it's about the cost of living. Aren't you looking for a relationship, or what is your status?
Well, right
Are you
now,
single?
yeah, I'm single. But I tell you what, when you first get here, it's hard to stay single. I fell into the trap with a young woman, and it was great. The relationship was nice, and it's just it's hard to explain, but it's one of those things that the beauty of the women here are just 1,000% better than what's in America, and the
Oh.
attraction, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Wow. Another compliment to a
yeah, a
Filipino.
lot of that.
Wow, thank
Yeah.
you. So Filipino are beautiful.
But for right now, because I got my SRRV, I'm more patient. I'm more selective of having a relationship. I learned to slow down, not go so fast, because there's a lot of temptation here. I mean, there's a
Right.
lot.
Exactly.
I mean, it's every corner you go, they're looking at you and they're
Mhm.
eyeing you. And but now, since I've learned my lesson from the first relationship and the
Yeah.
only relationship
That
I'll
will,
have,
yeah, we will talk about that
yeah,
later, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So, or
It's
Brian,
okay. It's okay.
just
I don't care.
Brian. All right, I always get it wrong. So, sister, you're here. Are you staying here for good?
Yeah, I landed in Dumaguete. I went from Manila to Dumaguete. That was my goal because with the YouTube channels and the subscribers I was watching, uh, I felt comfortable here. It was my first time being in the Philippines. So as soon as I left the airport, got on a scooter, had someone take me up to the hotel.
Yeah.
And after that, for 1 month, I stayed in the hotel, which was nice to go hotel. They provided everything I needed. I got friends, American friends I met,
Mm-hmm.
and that felt good. But I'm a type of person I came very prepared to be trained in terms of driving and things like that.
Yeah.
So I started scouting around and started looking for a place. I wanted to be in the mountains of Valencia because I like to just, I always lived in the country, so I wanted to be up in there. And I got lucky. I found a family that owns a house. They never had it rented out, and it's beautiful and it's peaceful, it's quiet. So I got lucky on that part. Because the climate there is like 60, 70 degrees in the morning, no higher
Wow.
than 80. That's better than Florida weather. I don't get that in Florida. There's no mountains in Florida. Everybody knows that. And then if I want to, in 10 minutes, I come down to Dumaguete, I'm on the beachfront. So I could have breakfast on the beach,
Yeah.
and I could have my dinner at my house up in the mountains. And I don't even have aircon in the house.
You don't need to because
Don't
it's
need
cool.
it. Yeah, there's no humidity. The humidity is
Yeah.
like 50% or 60, if that.
All right. You already rent a house in Valencia, so you have your visa already, or
Yeah, I looked into and I watched a lot of videos on the SRV, and I knew before I got here that I was going to apply. And I actually applied within the first week I got landed in Dumaguete. I went to JRC, and thank God for them because they made it so simple, so easy for me. Now I came prepared. All my documents had to be apostille, which I was a little nervous at first about that, but it ended up being easy. I had to go to the capital of Florida and have them verify the documents that I have to prove my income, prove my military background, and also I threw in my divorce papers because once it's apostille, it's worldwide recognized. And the SRRV for me in my situation was the key because I knew once I got here and I decided within the first week I'm going to stay at least 1 year or more. I decided to go with that visa, the retirement visa, because be honest with you, looking back at it, I'm so glad because I only went to immigration one time. That's it. I don't go back no more the rest of my life. and that's the benefit of it. Everybody can Google it and look it up and know the requirements on it to apply.
So how long it takes for you to process or
Being I got here in November during the holidays, the first background check took a month right after Christmas when I got past that one. That's a nationwide, the Philippines do on a background check. And then by January, I had the BMI background
NBI?
MBI. That's a local thing there. And then you get your medical, which that was nothing. Just go
Yes.
see your doctor, and then that gets sent to Manila. And actually, it was less than 90 days. I was approved on my card. I was approved in by February, so it was
Wow.
less than 90 days.
Less than 90 days.
I went to immigration one time. You get a free 30 days when you come in.
Mm-hmm.
So I already got involved with my SRV by then, and then I had to extend for 2 months my tourist visa, and actually JRC took care of that. I didn't even go into immigration, and then before that 2 months old, I already had my SRV. So I only went to the immigration office once.
Wow.
After that, they said all I have to do now is pay my fee, which it'll be different now. I'm military from America, so my fees are $10 a month. I think normal non-militaries are like $360 a month. But the beauty of it is it's not what you pay. That's to renew the card. It's the fact that just to keep going to immigration, sitting in line, and this and that. That's just, to me, I didn't want to deal with that.
How much did you pay for that visa?
Total about the PRA requires for their fees, processing, go to Manila, go to Cebu City for processing, was about $1,400. And to me, I'm gonna recoup that money within the first year or two of just, if I'm a tourist, I have to pay something to be here.
Yeah.
And then I had to, for me as a military person, I had to put up $1,500 in the bank, which the money can be used for rent or it can be used for buying, purchase.
So you already have
yeah,
that.
it's your money. You can do whatever you want to with it. Now, obviously, you have to look in the requirements if you're not military because the deposits are a little higher. But those funds are yours to use accordingly if you extend your living time here.
What would you recommend to them if ever they were planning to live here in the Philippines? What would you recommend to them to? Yeah.
Well, the recommendation is that you have to make your own choice. Some people, most of the guys I've talked to, they come here. I think they're a little afraid to put money in the bank because they're scared, well, it could be a failure or something like that, which I understand that. For me, $1,500 was okay, to put up. But to put up $20,000, to me, if I had to put up $20,000, I would already have a long-term agreement somewhere to stay for 2 or 3 years, and that money would go towards that.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets withdrawn from there. But now I've advised, talk to a professional like JRC, and they give you the breakdown of where and how the money you could be used. I don't do that because I didn't put up $20,000. But if you plan to stay at least, my math, you don't count the deposit, you just count the fees involved. At least a year. If you plan to be here a year or two, it's best to go with the SRV because after that point, a year or two, if you're here, there's no more fees after that. It's just you pay your rent just to renew your card every 2 years. But talk to a professional about that. Everybody's situation is different. But for me, I knew within the first week or two, I was so comfortable here. So this is my retirement place.
Yeah.
I mean, not just Dumaguete, but all through the Philippines. I plan to travel everywhere. And if I decide to go to Taiwan or Thailand or Japan or somewhere, that car I'll do there's no entry, exit fees. There's no ACR things and all that stuff. And that's why I did that, because of the convenience.
Hassle-free.
Hassle-free.
Yeah.
Pay up front, get it, and then you don't, just go into the immigration office. I had a bad experience on that one time. That's why JRC took care of it because of the situation.
You're planning to stay here for good.
Well, I do plan to go home at the end of the year for the holidays
Oh,
to be with my relatives. And also, I got stuff in storage because, my first time here, I didn't, no one knows if you don't like it or not till you get here.
exactly.
But now, since I've gotten my SRV, I got my Filipino license like 30
Driver
minutes after
license.
that. Yeah.
Wow, that's so
Yeah. I
quick.
went to what is it, the LTO?
LTO.
Yeah, the LTO. It's like I walk in there and it's like, we'll go down and get the medical. Okay, I walk down and get the medical, come back, walk up to the window. Okay, pay your fee. It was like 800 pesos. And then go over there and get your license. And it was like 90 minutes. Faster than in
Done.
America.
Wow.
Yeah, you'd be in there
Other
hours.
other expats or other foreigners has a problem about getting their driver license.
Now the thing about you come over here, there's no problem because I'm just like them. The SRV they didn't even want to look at it. They basically, if you have a legit American state Florida license, all you do is converting it, and you already know how to drive and everything.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go take no test or nothing because you're already in the system in
Yeah.
America. And so it's just a conversion and it's actually get into their system. The thing that took a little time, why 90 minutes? Because they do a background check, make sure you ain't got no tickets. You ain't been stopped.
Oh,
Yeah. And that
that's
took a little,
it.
that took a little time, 30 minutes.
Oh, cool.
And then after that, it was all, easy.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. I've noticed that too. I've watched videos before I got here and I'm thinking, wonder why this and that. And I went by myself. And the security guard there was real nice. He didn't speak good English, but hey, we talked, we got along, we didn't understand, but we knew how to help each other. That's the thing about traffic. I like to get into that if you want to talk about that.
It's
I
kinda
love
long.
it. I love it. I love it. There's no lights in Dumaguete. There's no signs other than street signs if you could find them. And the thing is, in America, everything is controlled by lights. You don't
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at the person,
Yeah.
you look at the light. Well, here, I look at everybody, they look at me, and we give each other messages to say it's okay.
Eye contact.
We communicate.
Yeah.
Even though we can't speak the same language, we still talk.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We're different because other foreigner or other people don't like it here because we don't have this light
System.
traffic lights.
Yeah, control system. And that's another thing about the Philippines. There's no control system. Now, I did go to Cebu.
No, I mean Cebu has it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I drove up to Cebu to get my SRV. And I think I ran into about 10 lights, and I hate them because they're like a minute and a half, 90 minutes. And it's like I've been driving around Dumaguete. It's like there's no wait. You just run through the intersection if you're clear. There you have to sit there and just wait and wait.
Yeah.
But I love
Takes
it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it here.
Oh, I love it.
All right.
Now you have to come prepared. It took me 2 weeks to understand the traffic and understand the patterns and things like that. But I would go out late at night with no traffic, like 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and drive my scooter around and get familiar with everything. And then I would go in the morning with more traffic. Then I would go in the middle of the day with heavy traffic. And then that's it. Within 2 weeks, you got it.
Last word for our viewers that are planning to come visit the Philippines, and what will be your
I
word?
say come. Man, I wish I would have came when I was in my 30s, 40s, 50s.
Come visit?
You can only come and visit. Now, I think you have to be 35 to get a minimum age for an SRRV, be 35. They really opened that up so that if you plan to come for longer term, and also the other part of the SRV, I can get a work permit, I can get a business permit. I've already been background checked, everything good to go on that. So if I want to do more, but at my age, I don't plan that. But if you're younger than 62, yeah, it's there. This place since COVID ended, it just really started to grow more and more. And I'm not regretful. I'm gonna be here a while. Can I do a shout out to Tampa, Florida? Hey, Bill. Hey, Pat. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
I'll be back at the end of the year.
Is that your family?
Yeah, I got a brother in Tampa, Florida, and I have a sister and brother in North Carolina. Ronnie Dale and Margaret. Hey.
So thank you for watching, guys. This is Chester Brian, my friend, and if you like this video, please hit like, and if you have an opinion or comments, please comment it down below, and please hit subscribe and share. Bye bye.
Bye bye.